Welcome to Hauntcore Vault. If you are ready for horror tales, you are in the right place. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to know where are you from and what time you are watching. Let's begin. It was late October when my friends convinced me to check out the old farmhouse at the end of Graange Road. Everyone in town knew about it, the house with the boarded windows. It had been abandoned since the early 90s after the last owner supposedly vanished. The boards weren't new, but they weren't rotten either. Someone had been replacing them. That should have been our first red flag. We were 5 in total. Me, Matt, his girlfriend Sarah, and the twins, Ethan and Emily. We parked 2 streets away and walked through the tall, dead grass so no one would see us. The moon was out, but clouds kept sliding over it, casting the property into shifting shadows. The front door was padlocked, so we went around back. One kitchen window had been pried loose just enough to slip through. Ethan went first. I followed. Inside, the smell hit me. Damp wood and something faintly sweet, like rotting fruit. Strangely, everything looked normal. Dusty, yes, but not decayed. The table still had a lace runner. The chairs were neatly pushed in. A ceramic cookie jar shaped like a cat sat on the counter. We whispered like we were in a museum. Family photos lined the mantel. One photo showed a woman with long hair beside a man whose eyes were strangely out of focus, like he'd moved during the shot. We were starting to relax when Sarah froze mid-step. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. From upstairs came a faint creak, then another, slow, steady, like footsteps. Matt called up, "Hello?" His voice cracked. No answer, just another step. "How settling," Ethan said. Except the settling didn't stop. It kept going. Step, pause, step, coming closer. Emily gripped my arm. "We should go." Matt started toward the stairs. Sarah followed. The rest of us stayed put. Then the footsteps stopped. 3 heavy thuds, like someone dropped to hands and knees. "What the hell was that?" Ethan muttered. We heard a slow scrape, palms dragging across the floor, toward the stairs. "Out," I said. "We're leaving now." Matt hesitated, then nodded. We rushed to the window we came through, but the board was nailed shut again. "That's not possible," Ethan whispered. Behind us, the scraping stopped. Then the sound of bare feet on the stairs. Fast, eager. We ran for the front door. Matt kicked the padlock until the wood splintered. We spilled into the night and sprinted to the car. When we finally looked back, the upstairs light was on. A silhouette stood at the window, motionless, watching. We never went back. A month later, the place burned down in an accident. The fire department said no one was inside, but when I drive past that empty lot, I swear I see someone in the shadows, right where that window used to be.
I've been hiking alone for years, so getting turned around in the forest didn't normally faze me, but that day the sky closed in early and familiar trails vanished beneath thick fog. Every step felt heavier, like the woods were resisting me. After hours of wandering, I stumbled into a faint clearing. A cabin stood there, half hidden behind a tangle of pines. It looked abandoned, moss on the roof, gray splintered wood, but the door opened easily. Inside, I found a guest book on a dusty table. Curiosity won. I flipped it open. Typical entries: hikers, hunters, names, dates, quick notes. Then I turned a page and froze. The next entry was dated tomorrow. It described me, my jacket, my backpack, even my muddy boots. It listed my exact arrival time, down to the minute. I laughed nervously, dismissed it as a prank, but I kept reading. It described what I'd do next: pour water into a chipped enamel mug, lean against the wall, open the guest book. Every action I had just taken was recorded, as if predicted. My stomach turned. I closed the book and stepped outside. The fog was thicker now, the trails gone. Then I heard it. Footsteps inside the cabin. I froze. Someone or something was moving inside, deliberate, slow. I had to choose: hide, confront, or run. I ran back in, locked the door. Silence. Then a voice from the shadows. "I see you found your page." I bolted, climbed through the window. The forest was empty. I looked back. The guest book was still open. The ink was fresh. I ran until the trees disappeared behind me. I never found the cabin again, but I still think about that book. What if the next page is already written?